Hi, welcome to the C++ programming tutorial. In the last tutorial we looked at get and set methods and access modifiers. What we're going to look at today is constructors. And just recap on a class. A class in C++, this is a class. Class, the keyword, and the name of the class. And the class, by convention, starts with a capital letter. And you'll notice this is a method and it does not start with a capital letter, and that's one of the differences. Inside the class starts with a brace, open brace, and it ends with a close brace. In between these two braces is all the code within that class. And different from Java, a C++ class ends with a semicolon after the brace. That's one of the differences in the syntax. And inside the class what you've got is variables and methods. Now that's all you have, and so a variable will be like, we call them data members and members, right? And so like they're like nouns in any language that you speak. You have nouns, you have objects, like a TV, you have a house, you have like I don't know, do you have like right, you have the sky. The sky is a noun, right? And then you have like verbs in languages, actions, things that you do. So like you've got a person, it's a noun. Person is a noun, so that would be a variable. We don't know how many we've got, right? But we take that person is running. That's the action, but the running is not an object. It's not a noun. It's actually a verb. So for this running to be real, an object has to be doing this running, and so the verb is a do something, so it does something with the nouns, does something with the variables. So if I had int man in the class, and I had void man run, so I've got this man here, right? I could have many men, right? So I could have, right? So I could have this man as an array, or I could have man 1, man 2, man 4 sort of thing, and I could have an array called men. And so this is a method to make the man run. I could have void man walk, void man eat. So I could have these different, I could have void man sleep, right? So can you imagine you've got one man, you've got one man, and that one man can do many things. So that one man can tell stories, that one man can do almost anything, because we are like so special, right? But there's some things we can't do, and so, but the things that this variable man stays the same. This is just a number, so we can say like, no, this man has got, there's 20 men, so we have, or this man is 20 years old. So this is attributes, it's called attributes as well. And so, but what we do with these attributes, we do things in memory with them. So if we wanted to increase a man's age, we'd have man, we would have like man void man age, and inside this method would have the code to change his age. So maybe get the date, and then we'll get his birth date, and then we'll work out what age that man is. And so when we want the man's age, we would run this method, and this method would calculate the man's age, or ask a man for his age, whatever we want to do it. So man walks. So in this method we'd have like man is in a certain position, and he walks every second. He walks like 1 meter, and so we would count how many seconds he was walking for before the walk stopped, and then we say man walks for 2 miles. Running, man run would be the same thing, but he wouldn't run for 1 meter. He would run for 3 or 10 meters, and so again we'd calculate how much a man's run for, and we could even calculate, if we had a map, where this man would be. So that was man walking. Man sleeping, it's like what we would do is the start time, sleep, and we would have maybe like another alarm clock. That's it, if he's got to get up at 9 o'clock, man would wake up. We'd have another method for man to wake up. And man eat. It may be that while man's walking, man goes into chip shop, or man goes into Burger King or something like that, and gets something to eat. And so we do man eat. So these things, methods do things with the attributes, with the data members. And so these are variables and these are methods. And so that's what classes are. Now, say you have like string eat and I may have to include string, and so this is me including the string, so I can use that data type, and eat, right? And so what we're going to put in there is what the man eats, and so man eat, and when we declare man eat, if I come down here, this wouldn't be part of the menu. It's just that I don't think I saved menu H. No. Let's see this way. And so what we could do is like eat equals burger, and so that's us assigned. We return this string, so what we've got to do is return something. Eat, and so that's us done a method where we're going to return that man ate. I've put eat, all different tenses and languages. So, but the man ate a burger. So we'd say, what does man eat? And we'd do what does and the method man eat, and it would return burger. And so that's what classes are, and that's what methods do. Like, but what we could do is we could just return burger. We already have the method eat, and so if we go back to the class, we've got this method eat, and so what we can do is we've got a constructor for this class, menu class, and the constructor could be declared inside this file underneath the class, but what we're using the source file, and it's already done for us when we create a class in Eclipse. We've got menu, that's a constructor. The constructor has the exact same name as the class, and you can see it's different from a method because methods have a lowercase, start with a lowercase letter. This one has menu, capital letter at the beginning, the same as the name of the class, and it's a method because it has the brackets. And so this is a constructor. What a constructor does is when you make an object of a class, just like we do here, if we go back to main, menu equals menu with a lowercase, so we can access it, and then we accessed set number, then we accessed get number, and so when we create this object, the constructor is automatically implemented. It automatically runs the constructor. So what you use the constructor for is to give values to your data members, your variables. So if I go back to here, I've said that when this object is created, number 44 is going to be assigned to number, and 8 I can say is going to be assigned French fries. So that's what when we run that program, that's what's going to be returned for what the man ate. And so if I come back, if I've got to save everything, let's see, where are we? Save. So if we go back to main, what we can do here is we can do menu dot, and we should have man eat, I think. Menu, get number, print number, print age. So we don't have it here. Let's find out why. Yeah, it's because when we first typed in the method man eat, we said it was void, so it did not return a value. So, and then we declared man eat, and we said it was string, so we got to change this to string. It returns a string, and so that's the reason why we couldn't see it. So if I save this, just again a wee typo, I'm making wee silly mistakes. Now you can see we can see all these methods now, and we want to run this one here. We want to print it out. Right, so if I save and compile, program, compare again to it. An error occurred. Yeah, I've not. See this. When I compiled, it says an error occurred, and you can see what I've done there. I've went to type void, but I've not put the D in, and so that is why there's an error. And so if I go back to this one, and here, see, void, retypo, save it, compile. And so that was successful compile, run the program, and what you'll see here, this is from the program above, and French fries is what the man ate. And so what we can do is we can go back to main, and we can say here so if I save it now, compile, run the program, and it says the man had French fries. So this French fries came from the constructor. When we made an object, it assigned, initialized all the data members, the variables, and what we assigned it to was a string called French fries. And we could change that French fries to something else while running the program. But when you make an object, these will all be assigned a certain value, and that's what you use constructors for. The constructor puts them into memory, and so the deconstructor, when the class is finished, will actually take all these data members out of memory, and so it stops you from memory leakages and slowing down the program because you're using up too much memory. And so that's what constructors are for. And what we're going to look at is like method overloading, and we're going to look at constructor overloading. So you can have one class and it can do many different things depending on how many parameters you pass to a constructor. So again, thank you for your time.